So last night I decided to take on the endeavor of building the Mold King Red Ship. Turned out better than I thought it would. No missing parts, which is amazing. The ship is very large and substantially heavy. Overall here, if I can get my tape measure out, in height it is over 2 feet tall. In width, got my Lego King there, see if I can just knock him over, is about 6 inches wide. And in length from bow to stern, it is 32 inches long. Little close up here of some details. Fabric sails. Gotta like that. Mostly Technic to make the masts. Lots of rigging. That was probably the hardest part of the build, was all the rope work that it entails. You can get a scale reference there off of my Lego King riding aboard his luxurious boat. But overall, it turned out wonderful for a non-Lego, again, non-Lego brand Lego set. All the cannon ports do contain a cannon, and it is a spring-loaded cannon, so it has the little pole deal on the back that'll shoot out the studs. Problem is there's no way to get to the cannons. Came with some cool little features, like the little spiral staircase it's got going up to the helm controls. Sorry about the squeak. That would be the stool I have it on, so I can rotate it for you guys. Bunch of gold parts, gold whips for detailing. I really like these stern lights. I'm gonna probably steal that idea for my Castle Mock. They're just the pyramid tiles in clear. And then same with the chandelier. I really like the way the chandelier looks on the back of the boat with droid arms and a dish piece. Turned out really well though. Very pleased with the build. And I really think this is going to make the castle look even better when I put this in the harbor. It even came with some statue figures for details. Came with a little skeleton on the front. Got a forward sail here off the bow. Overall, turned out wonderful. The anchors do function. It has 2 anchors, 1 per side. I like this ladder piece idea. That turned out really cool. I like the way they did that in their designs. Overall, very pleased. The only thing I need to do is I need to add some snaps up here, some bar clips, to lock these in place on the top. Some reason they overlooked that, not sure why, but the parts weren't missing, it was just a non-existent thing, and I remedied the situation upon my building, but I did not execute, where on these little cones, these 1x stud cones, if I put a clip on there, and then if I put one of these things with the bar on this, I can clip those in place so they don't flop around like that. The whole reason why they do flop a little bit is because they are on hinge blocks to create this angle of the back of the ship here. So I will be doing that at a later date. Total time on the build took me about 4.5 hours. Was watching a stream in that time, so kind of lollygagging on my building. Wasn't going full steam on it. But for 3136 pieces, so 3,136 parts, it turned out wonderful, and I think the king is quite pleased by the look on his face with his new vessel.